Hello, good morning, everyone. How's it going? So, this says in broadcast. Ooh, it says I've already got a viewer, huh? Hello, viewer. Who's it gonna be? Let's see if the chat advances here. Hello, guys. I'm starting to realize I don't think I get all of your chats. And I hope you guys check here to make sure. If I don't see it there, I don't see your chat. So, still waiting for that chat to give me my first one here. It's weird. It's the chat hasn't moved, but the numbers are working. It's the opposite day. And look, the broadcast numbers are wrong, but the chat numbers. This is really weird. I guess I should reboot the chat because it is not working. Okay, sorry guys. If you have said hello to me so far this morning, I have not heard from you yet. Not all of you, none of you. So if you said, "Hey, Nay, what's up? Cheers, what's going on? How's it going? Blah blah blah." Said it. Oh, greenhouse. Blah, blah, blah. All those comments you always make right when you first get in. I haven't seen any of them yet. Just so you know. Okay, so let's start over again, and let's see if we can get your chat in here this time. Who's here? Come on. The chat can't find any supported channels enabled. Huh. Let me go to my dashboard and see what's going on over there. I'm having issues with my dashboard here. No, we're all on, supposedly. Alright, let's refresh the chat again. It says I'm offline. Holy shit. 0 drop frames. Come on, come on, come on. It says 55 people are watching. Come on, don't do this to me. Come on. Oh, come on, chat application. Okay, I got an idea. They've got a second chat app I might be able to use. Let me see if I can use the other chat. Open in browser. Download for Windows. All right. Open one done. Let's see if this second chat window will work. It probably won't. Usually if one won't work, the other one won't work. And I see that there's 47 people trying to watch this show. I'm assuming you guys can see me. I tell you, if you can see me, tweet me at Twitter, at TrendyAdsDabbers. Give me a tweet, okay, and say, yes, we're live and we hear you and we can see you. I would greatly appreciate that. Consider doing that for me. Thank you. Opening one complete. Okay, let's see if this chat works. So, as of right now, I don't even know if you guys can see me or hear me. It says there's 47 people watching. It says the chat's initializing. Let's see what happens. They're having some kind of a technical glitch over there at Restream. Okay, is it going to load up somewhere? I'm waiting for it, but I don't see it. Oh, login. There it is. Oh. Come on, baby. It looks like it's trying to log in. Hold on, we're connecting your channels, it says. It's showing me the chat. It's showing me there's 44 people watching. The chat application can't find any supported channels enabled. Damn! Alright, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go over to Facebook. Alright, those of you guys that follow me on Facebook, good for you. As I've always told you, you should follow me on all forums, sources, and sorts of social media. Now would be a reason why you would have wanted to follow me over to Facebook. Because now I'm going to pull up my main channel. and I'm going to see if you guys are there, and I'll be able to chat with a good number of you on the Facebook chat. So come on over to Facebook if you want to be able to chat with me. Let me see what I can pull up here. Okay. Go over to Facebook. All right. Those of you guys that follow me on Facebook. Great. Up there you are. Hey, Nick, Marilyn. Hey, Abraham. Hey, Nick Brown, Debbie, Lori, Erica, Lori, Billy. So he can eat in jail. Commissary, yeah. Kafefi. Yeah, absolutely. You actually talked to him, man. That's crazy. I see 17 on Facebook. Hey, nay. It's on Twitter, which I'm new at. I don't know how to tweet. Oh, Debbie. Oh, Debbie. Learn. I donated 7 cars to the park to feed the animals about 10 years ago. Wow. Lori. I see Billy. Erica. That's awesome. Devin. Hey, Devin. Billy. Those were the good years. Okay, so let's see if I can now grab the chat, and you'll be able to see at least some of the chat. Here we go. Hopefully it will, hopefully this will work here. Oh, here it goes. Holy shit. My software is acting glitchy as fuck. Glitchy as fuck. Okay, there we go. Okay. Now I will see you. Hey, Debbie, I will see you if you are on Facebook. That is the only place I can see you. There is an issue today with the chat on Restream. So if you want me to see what you're saying, you're going to have to come on over to Facebook on my main channel, that's the Dabrig channel, and join that chat. That is the only chat that I will be able to see, okay? So come on over, and we'll see you there, okay? Okay, great. Yeah, it says chat application can't find supported channels enabled. I can rewind it, you know, maybe they'll fix it while we're going live here. But oh, it sucks when I can't see my audience chatting at me, man. Hold on, we're connecting to your channels. No, you're not. Okay, yeah, chat's not gonna work there. So maybe I'll just move that over here for now. I'll put this over here. Great. Fantastic. Okay. Patrick, Randy, hey guys, cool. You guys are coming over to Facebook. Yeah. Come on over to Facebook so I can see you. It's like I keep going to grab my kafefi, but I have none. Empty. Empty cup of kafefi. Thinking about it, though. I'm going to make that kafefi. Let's do it. What do you guys say? Hot coffee in the morning? A little splash? A little bit of breakfast blend, maybe? A little bit of a breakfast blend, maybe? Whoa, I can't believe that didn't break. Oh, my mug fell on the floor because I was just thinking about this yesterday. How awesome this linoleum floor is, you know, and when I get a new floor, I want to get something that's bouncy and resilient. If something falls on the floor, I don't have to worry about it shattering so much, right? Dude, on any other floor, this fucking ceramic mug would have shattered. But on that ceramic, I mean on the, on the linoleum, it's got that rubbery bounce to it, man. I got lucky. Little bit of a breakfast blend, boo-boo. Hey, boo-boo. You got the picnic basket. We're going to have a little bit of lunch and a little bit of breakfast, too. Boo-boo. Hey, boo-boo. All right. So to those of you that are tuning in from YouTube, DLive, Twitch, and all the other places I broadcast to, I can only see Facebook chat this morning, and I apologize for that. It's not my fault. It's Restream's got an issue, and I pay for that service. So they better fix that shit quick, man, because it's costing me information getting it from my viewers, being able to talk to y'all, and I don't like excluding any of you, you know? I hate exclusion. Alright? Okay. Hey, Damiano, Maryland. It's always on the Dabber channel. Oh, it's the only channel you should ever watch on is the Dabber channel on Facebook. It's the my main channel. And if anything were ever to go wrong on Facebook or whatever, that would be the channel I would always default to. It's my main channel. So keep that in mind. I went to your YouTube and started watching your very first videos from 10 years ago. Damn, how time has changed. Damn, how time has changed? How has time changed? You mean times have changed? Then that I think I might understand. Or I have changed. I know I've changed a lot. Hopefully offering you a better viewing experience every time I go live, I hope. You know, I hope it's what you guys want to see. Hey, Kenneth Mitchell, how's it going? Hello, hello. If you're on YouTube, let me see. Maybe I can pull up YouTube and see your YouTube chat as well. Let me see. We'll try that. Because I know there's only 20 people here, and yet there's 30 other people watching the broadcast, so we got to find those other 30 people. Let's see. Covering the greenhouse day 2. There it is. Okay. On YouTube. The main channel. Someone you blocked as a moderator. Okay, guy as well. Let me see. We'll try that. Because I know there's... Okay. I'll move you guys over here to your chat. Okay. Great. Okay, so... what we've got now, it's going to get a little confusing here. Let me say hey to everybody on YouTube. Oh, wait, I'm not on my main YouTube channel, am I? I don't even know which channel I'm on. Oh, yeah, I'm on the right channel, I believe. Philip, Yo-Yo, Zachariah, Randy, Frankie, Randy Church. Frankie, I think you're one hell of a grower. Thank you, Frankie. T. Egan says hello to Randy. Okay, cool. So, let's, nobody's really chatting over here on YouTube, huh? Are you guys going to say anything on YouTube? If you guys don't say anything on YouTube, I'm not going to pull up the chat. Are you guys going to say anything? And let me see some chat action over there, or... anyone on YouTube? Do you guys want me to pull up the chat? Hello? Hello. 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 Anybody? Nobody's on YouTube? Nobody's going to say anything? Not a single person. I can't, it's not even telling me how many viewers are on this fucking piece of shit. Piece of shit. How many people are watching this fucking show? You fucking idiots. 5 viewers? What the fuck? Dude, there's 5 viewers on my YouTube channel and none of you are fucking talking to me. Not a single one of you are going to say anything. Okay, fuck YouTube. I'm closing it. Fuck YouTube. Gave you guys a chance. Not a single one of you said anything. Okay, Lori, hello. Billy needs all the lawyers he can get. If anyone has a degree, there's a percentage of 94 million up for grabs. Some camels. Dude, I gotta tell you, I don't have any sympathy for him, man, at all. I have no sympathy for him, Billy. You know? I like him. I do. I like the guy. But I have no sympathy for him. I really have no urge to go out of my way to try to tell my viewers to try to help him or anything. He everything that he is into right now, and you know what I'm about to say, every issue that he has and every problem that he is facing right now, you know what I'm going to say? What am I going to say? What am I going to say, Billy? Why don't you finish my sentence for me? You know what I'm going to say? You know what I'm going to say? What am I going to say? What am I going to say to you? And Internet Explorer is not working properly, or not Internet Explorer, but Google Chrome is not working properly today. He didn't commission a murder. They made it look that way. But yeah, it's his own fault, right? I didn't even have to. My friend Terrace, the guy that used to manage my band, he just texted me. He's like, "Hello, love your podcast. We're buds." He don't have to say love my podcast. Like he has to give me some kind of a. He says, I have a girl 3 weeks into veg stage. This discoloration seems to happen on every grow. I said, it's not a girl, it's a plant. It's a dying plant. It's a dying plant at that, I said. He says it's a female plant. Call it a plant. That's all it is. It's not a girl. I bet you got a girl, I said. Little coffee talk this morning. Let's see what's wrong with this plant here. That looks like he might be burning it up with too much nutrients. Maybe? No. That's not what that is. That's a deficiency. Oh, it's not the edge of the leaf. I see. It's in the middle of the leaf. He's got a fucking deficiency there. It's probably a calcium deficiency. Here, I'll ask if he uses calcium, magnesium. No. It's deficient in calcium, probably. Do you use CalMag? Why is there a picture of me up in the corner? That's weird. Where's the chat? Where are you guys? I lost you guys. I lost the fucking live stream. Weird. Let me see something. Oh, there it is. Why is there a picture of me up in the corner? That's weird. Where's the chat? Where are you guys? I lost you guys. I lost the fucking live stream. Weird. Let me see something. Oh, there it is. Why is there a picture of me up in the corner? The echo is funny. Hey. Oh, it reset. Did it reset the chat on me? Oh, I lost some of your chat, guys. It's not like Restream. Okay. I think I lost some of your chat, so I don't know everything that was said. What happened to my buddy? still talking to me, or he's only using Dynagrow? Okay. Get a product called Cal Mag. You will be fine. He's only using his nutrients. He's not using anything else. I said, I'm live now. Come be famous. Are you guys not going to talk to me on fucking Facebook now? What is going on here? It says I've got 6 viewers. What is going on? What happened? There were 20 people here. There were 20 people in Facebook. Now there's 7, and now none of you are talking to me. God, we're all getting old, man. I'm finishing up my gardening chores. Okay. Bring me up on your cell phone. Oh, there's somebody. Matthew Fisher. How is your eye and face doing after what happened? Matthew Fisher. You know, I'm about 96, 97% healed from that, and that it's not going to get any better. My smile, I don't even have a fucking smile anymore. Look at how crooked. You can't even see my teeth over here. You know, when I naturally smile, my whole mouth is crooked. One of my eyes is drooping down a little bit. This one, you can see it. It still droops down just a little bit. I've noticed other things, you know, like my ability to sing. Not quite as easily. I have to try even harder to sing. Things in my throat, taking bong hits and things like that, takes a little bit more effort. Not a lot, but enough that I can notice it. Hey everybody, the old manager from my band, Terry's here. Terrace! What's up, son? My friend Terrace, and he's learning to grow, and he's new, so he's like right in at the ground floor, and boy, oh boy, am I seeing the learning curve on him, and I'm understanding. I mean, I've picked up so much information along the way, the years I've been doing this. I've been doing this for 10 years now, and I take it all for granted. And then when someone like Terrace says, hey, you know, there's a brown spot on one of my leaves, it's been happening a lot, what do I do? And I look at the leaf, and I immediately, I'm like, oh, it's not the very edge. So it's not nitrogen deficiency, but it's a deficiency. Those aren't leaves that are yellowing. That's a deficiency in the center of the leaf. That's where the deficiencies start from. I knew immediately. I'm like, you're not using calcium or magnesium, are you? He's like, I'm just using my nutrients. I'm like, they don't put calcium and magnesium in those nutrients. You got to add it. That's why they have the additive product for that. The reason why they do that is because it's a great reason too. There's a lot of waters out there, depending on where you are in the world, that will be full of calcium and magnesium already. Where I live, I'm full of phosphate. Full of it. I don't have to go so crazy on the calcium magnesium with my grows because my well water is derived from rock. That calcium and that magnesium and that phosphate, it's already in there. So they don't put it in the nutrients because they don't want you to overput calcium, magnesium if your water's already got it in there. Now, if you've got overcalcified water, you would use an RO filter, which is what I do on my indoor grow. I do use an RO filter. Now, I supplement that from time to time with non-RO compost tea, which has got plenty of calcium and magnesium in it. I also add calcium, magnesium right into my soil. When I make the soil, I put in bone meal, which is 100% almost pure calcium bone meal. So the bone meal goes in there and so many other things. So I'm putting it in my soil. You know, these are all things that you just do over time and you don't even think about them until someone like Terrace comes along and says, hey man, why are my leaves turning brown? I'm using my nutrients. So that is a really good explanation, I think, for most of you as to why calcium, magnesium is not added into those products from the get-go. They do usually offer it as a side product that if your water does not supply calcium, magnesium, that some waters around the world will, they will give it to you in a, David, what's up? Chris Irvin, hello. Can you use eggshells in your compost for calcium? Yes! Yes, Billy, great question. Yes, and that's, I pour eggshells into my, it's all my eggs go into my compost. All my eggshells go into my compost. Great question. Absolutely, yes. Are going in today. At the end of the day, it has topsoil, compost, or herbivore shit, lime, Epsom salt, perlite, coconut house. Scallions are in spinach, okra, and lemon balm as well. Right on. I'm gonna get big on potatoes. I'm gonna become a big potato farmer, cause what a great filler food when you're hungry. You need a baked potato. What would satisfy you more than a fucking baked potato out of the oven? I was thinking French fries. I've got a deep fryer, and so many other things. Mashed potatoes, stuffed potatoes. Oh my goodness, man. Loaded baked potato. Oh, I love it all. So I'm going to get big on potatoes. I'm going to be a potato farmer. Go back to my Polish roots and my Polish and Russian roots. And become a potato farmer. And I'm going to be adding, my pole beans. I don't know if you guys know this, but my pole beans are already as big as my hand. Indoors. I haven't even put the plants outside yet. They're already producing vegetables. That wasn't my plan. My plan was to start the veggies in the grow and move them outside so they can thrive. They're thriving indoors, and I'm about to start producing tomato fruit too. It's going to be really hard to move those plants if they do. I might have to leave some of them inside because I don't want them to break. I'm designing a potato box right now. I have a door on the side that I can just open and pull them right on, buddy. Reach right in there and grab the potatoes and leave the plant. That is fucking intelligent. I love it. If you guys are wondering why I am not seeing your chat and why your chat is not appearing here, it's because Restream chat is down. If you do know how to get me on Facebook, my real name is Ben Shader. Okay? Go find that name on Facebook. I've got 6 channels. Find the one that shows me like this doing a dab. I've got a little do-rag on black do-rag on my head, and I'm doing a dab like that. That's called the DR channel, the Dab Rig channel. Find that one, follow that one first, send it a friend request, make us close friends, do everything you can to follow the channel. That's my main Facebook channel. That's the one when I'm live and when I'm going around the property or down in my grow and I decide to go live, that's the channel I broadcast from. And if you haven't been catching my live videos, you probably aren't, that are down in the grow or outside or wherever I am, you're probably not subscribed to that specific Facebook channel. You might think you are because, I'm doing a bong rip or, I'm holding up a bud. Wrong Facebook channel. Hey, Robin, just remember, you got to get on the right Facebook channel. And if you want your chat to appear here, it will if you get up on that Facebook channel. Okay? I know some of you might be a little frustrated that your chat's not coming up. Restream chat is down today for some reason. I'll refresh it. If I can, wherever I put it. Yeah, it's still not connecting. It's not connecting to the chat server. So their chat server at Restream is down. They've got an issue. Hey, Karsten, what's up, son? I wonder why Robin and Karsten are coming in so late. Why are you guys coming in so late to the show? My local Hydra store is closed. Who do you use to buy from online? Oh, great question. Terrace, Amazon. Amazon. You'll find CalMag all over Amazon. All kinds of calcium, magnesium products. Remo makes a great one. Might be a little more expensive, but it's worth it. CalMag, straight up Cal-Mag by Botanicare. Dude, hands down, that shit is bomb. Your plants will spring right back. Your dead leaves will die. They're not going to come back, but every other part of your plant will flourish. And when those leaves are half dead, pull them off. When those leaves are half dead, when half of them are brown, pull them off. They're no good to you anymore. Kirsten, hey. You just woke up. Oh. No, do not ever use Fox Farms. Never, never, never use Fox Farms. They are anti-cannabis community. Fuck Fox Farms. That's what the F is for in Fox Farms. Fuck them. Fuck Fox Farms and fuck GMO Miracle Grow. Stay the fuck away from those products, Terrace. Anything but. Okay? You're so much better to find Botanicare, General Hydroponics, Remo, Advanced Nutrients. You said you were using a good line already. You know, the line that you told me you're using, that's a good line. Mills is a good line. There's plenty of good stuff out there, buddy. Plenty of good stuff. Tell us how you really feel. Terrace, it's me, brother. You know how I am. I like to express myself. Good morning. Was watching the wrong channel, Todd. Oh, Todd, hello. Yes, if you're on Facebook and you're trying to talk to me and you're like, I'm on Facebook and the chat's not coming through, it's because you're probably not on the right Facebook channel. It's the Dabrig channel. It's the one that in the avatar it shows me doing a dab. Just search my name, send friend requests to all 6 of my channels, and make sure you're watching from that Dabrig channel, and then I will be able to see your chat. I am a little disappointed that more of you are not here, and I'm a little disappointed that you guys are not really chatting with me so much this morning. I'm glad that my old band manager, Terrace Cooper, is here. He is chatting with me, and I do appreciate that. So at least having a conversation here between Terrace and Karsten and me. Anybody else want to jump in? Oh, Karsten, were you on the wrong channel? Yeah, understand, guys. Can't see your chat today. The chat is broken. So make sure that you come over to the Facebook channel. I'm getting sick of saying it. I'm so sick of saying it. Oh, God. Fuck it. I should just broadcast onto the Facebook channel. You know, because I know more of you guys will show up. For some reason, it's weird when I do that. I don't know why that is. It's the same freaking broadcast. But if I am just broadcasting the Facebook channel, I could get 100 viewers in just a matter of minutes. But if I broadcast to the Facebook channels, all of them together, then some of you guys will show up and some of you won't, and it's weird. And none of you have ever actually said why. I mean, maybe somebody once said, oh, it's because you don't say hello to us when we pop in, or you don't see our hearts, or... Where's Rogan? Right there. There, he's moving around. Here, let me move that chat out of the way. My baby boy. He's being so good. He pooped on the floor this morning, but I gotta tell you, he's never fucking done it. He's not done that in a long time. But this is why it happened. And he did it right by the door. He tried to go outside, but of course he couldn't go outside because he's such a good boy. He went right to the door and he pooped right there next to the floor mat. Really easy to clean up, no big deal. But I got up this morning and because he was crying and it was 8 o'clock. I usually get up like 5, 6 in the morning. So it was like 3 hours later and I'm still sleeping. And he's like, he does this thing where he's like, I know what that means. It means I have to go outside. No, he'll start doing that. So I'm like, yeah, he's on the bed. He won't have a problem as long as he's on the bed. I'll jump in the shower, I'll shave, I'll do everything, and then I'll get him off the bed, take him for a walk. So I'm shaving, I take a shower, I look at him through the door, he's still on the bed, everything's fine. Get in the shower, I'm drying myself off, and I hear a bark, and I'm like, whoa, that sounded like it was right outside the door. He never jumps off the bed, he's only done it once. I open the door, and he's sitting right by the door, and he's looking up at me. I'm like, you jumped off the bed all by yourself, you're such a good boy. I go, you're such a good boy. I go, did you go poop in the house? Did you go poop in the house? I was looking around the bedroom. I didn't see anything. I was like, okay. I closed the bedroom door to keep him in the bedroom because I figure he's not going to poop in the bedroom. I finish brushing my teeth, underarm deodorant, cologne, do the whole deal. And I'm like, okay, let's go for a walk. I get on my clothes, put him on the leash. We walk to the door, and there's a pile of poop sitting right there. I'm like, oh, you had to poop this morning, didn't you? So I left the poop there. It didn't even smell, which is unbelievable, because when he poops outside, it reeks. And it was like he turned off the smell on it or something. I should have smelled it all the way back in my bedroom, but there was no smell. I was like, I don't know, it's like some kind of a miracle poop this morning. So it must have encapsulated or something. I have no idea. I took him for a walk. We come back. He sees the poop on the floor, and he's like, oh, I'm in trouble. He's like, I pooped on the floor. I'm like, no, you're good. It was my fault. It's cool. He came inside. I got some toilet paper. I picked it up, threw it in the toilet, flushed it down, got some more toilet paper, cleaned the floor where it was on the linoleum, got some fucking spray cleaner, cleaned that really good, made sure it was fucking nice and clean, went and washed my hands, came back, and everything was fucking just as is and perfect. And this little doggy, he's just, if he had been able to get himself out that door by himself, he would have gone out there. That's why he went all the way to the fucking door that we always go out when I walk him. So he is fucking house trained now. He did not pee. He did not pee in the house. He did what he had to do, and he held the rest. I took him outside. He peed for fucking a minute. So he's just so good, man. He's such a good dog, and he's doing so good. I'm so glad he's finally fucking house trained, you know? And I know you're thinking, he pooped on the floor? Yeah, he had good reason to poop on the floor. It's my fault. He's just doing so good, and I couldn't be happier. I couldn't be happier with you. Such a good boy. I want to go over there and give him a kissy. I don't want to bother him too much. Let's go over there and give him a little kissy. Oh, I just got to give him a kissy. Good. Such a good boy. I just got to give him a little kissy because he's a good boy. Oh. I love giving him little kisses on his face. He gets a lot of little kisses on his face. Jose, Lori, yes, Robin, he looks so cute. Jose, yes. So 12 people here. All right. So you guys, how many shares does this have? It says 1 share here. I'm going to refresh the page. That can't be true. I'm sure we've got more than 1 share. You guys do not want to feel my wrath if it says 1 share when I pull this fucker back up. Okay, well, allow me to take this moment to politely remind my audience to please share this in large groups for me. I would greatly appreciate that, guys. Just take a moment, share this video. I have to explain this. It's embarrassing for me to explain this, okay? It is, because it shows my inadequacies, okay? I don't have what it takes, myself personally, to bring people to the show, okay? My hair, my beard, my flashy colors, my glass, my puppy, the background, the chat, whatever it is that you guys see on screen, it's not enough to bring large numbers in, okay? It doesn't get people to click on my show. So what I need when I go live is I need you guys, I'm so sick of fucking hearing these words coming out of my mouth. I need you guys to remember to share this in large groups for me on Facebook, okay? Otherwise, I'm not going to have a show. I'm not going to have a showing of people here so that if Jimmy Dore, Steph Zamorata, or Tim Black, or Ron Placone, or Lee Camp, or Joe Rogan, or anybody that works for Joe Rogan decides to tune into my show and they see that I've only got, 33 people watching me on all of my platforms, and there's literally, I don't know how many people are watching on the Facebook, but I'm sure it's a lot less than fucking 30. They're not going to be impressed, and they're going to go, dude, there's children out there playing video games that have 500,000 viewers. This fucking old man, why the fuck would we have this guy on? He's not going to bring anybody to our show. Nobody's even heard of this guy before. He's a nobody. Right? So, I need you guys to work, and I'm so sick of having to say, please share this video in large groups on Facebook, but you guys, it should be the first fucking thing you do as soon as you come into my live stream. The very first thing you do is, oh, Nay's on. I know if we want the show to go, he's going to want some people watching, because as long as that number is big, Nay stays on for a really long time. The more people you bring, the longer my show goes. If you guys enjoy the show, you guys got to bring me the people, because I can't do it. Can't do it myself. Nobody will show up to my show on my word, on my looks, or on whatever the fuck I'm offering on the show. It's never enough. When I go find some guy on internet that's live streaming on Facebook, right? And I click on his live stream because he's got 300, 400, 500 viewers. He's not talking about shit. He's not doing anything for anybody. He's just some guy, or some gal, flashy, whatever the fuck. And yet there's 200, 300, 400, 500, 1,000 people watching him, interacting. The chat's going fucking crazy. And they've got, a few shares, but that's not why they're fucking blowing up. It's because there's something about that person that is attracting people to that show. I don't possess that. Whatever it is that thing is, I don't fucking have it. So don't give me the shit about, oh, it's the way you treat people, blah, blah, blah. No, the guy that I was watching, 1,000 people, he was blocking trolls left and right, and he was calling them out just like I do. So don't give me your bullshit, okay? What I need is you guys to just take a moment, like Terrace Cooper just did, thank you, Terrace, and share this video in a large group on Facebook. And if you're not in a large group on Facebook, I need you to join today. Think about it. Think about joining some large groups on Facebook. Ed Bassmaster group, Jimmy Dores group, any fucking group where you think people might be interested in this show. Share this there. Okay? Get me some more people here, because I love doing the show, and I love it when that number is big, like it is right now. Fucking 39 people makes me really fucking happy. I mean, that's pathetic, but 39 people for me is huge. So, you guys keep sharing, keep bringing in the new people, and hopefully I'll do what I need to do, and they'll stay and they'll keep watching every day. When those numbers are big, I'm going to be here. I'm going to do my thing. It's 420, so that's my thing, right? Okay, 420. And let me tell you, I got so fucked up last night off of that True Black. I couldn't wake up this morning. That was the problem I had with taking the dog out and why he pooped on the floor. That fucking, I'm calling it True Blue now. I'm going to call it True Blue. And I'm telling you, wow. I mean, it is a knockout punch. Did you see what I wrote about the chat on Facebook? Robin, I don't know. What did you write about the chat on Facebook? I'm sorry. Why don't you tell me right now? I got 6. Oh, good. I see 13 shares so far. I see 13 shares. You did 3 shares? You got 6? Okay, good. Yeah, I remember I've done this show before. We've had over 100 shares, but YouTube is, Facebook is making it hard for you guys to share in large groups. I understand that. They are penalizing you. They're taking your accounts down and shutting you down for 30 days at a time. Some of you 2 months just for sharing a link, not for offending somebody. Imagine that. Not because you cursed someone or because you were inappropriate. No, you just shared a link to a live stream and Facebook said, no, we've had enough of that. I can't even lose my temper over it or raise my voice over it anymore because it is just so fucking played out. Cheers, guys. No longer going to cannabis. Cannabisism, tism for all. Happy 420. Fucking played out. That's that orange bud. Woo! Woo! All right, let's see how many shares we got. I can't believe when I refreshed the page and it still said 1 share. I was like, be nice to your audience. Oh, 14 shares. You guys, 14 shares. Come on, man. You guys could do better. I'm going to start sharing it. Share. Here. I'm going to do this. That's horrible to have to share my own stuff. Share in a group. Well, they've changed all this. Share in a group. Watch together. Share in a group. Group name. Let's put it in Nature Bats last. It's too bad you can't put more than one group in there at a time. Only 1 share per. Okay, Nature Bats last. Post. We could talk about 2178. Let's do that since we've put this in Nature Bats last. Terrace Cooper, I know you shared. I saw your share come up. When you guys share it, it pops up on my screen because I've got Facebook open. If you share it, like Guy McPherson just liked my post. Guy McPherson just liked my post in Nature Bats last, everybody. Guy! What's up, buddy? Doctor, I should say. Dr. McPherson. So, yes, Dr. McPherson. Dr. McPherson is the inspiration behind a lot of the knowledge that I now have around our extinction. And when I mention the word extinction, people get turned off. Like I noticed, I typed a super chat to Steph Zamorado on Jimmy Dore's show. And the super chat said, I second you guys having Guy McPherson on your show to discuss human extinction. And she saw the chat that I paid for her to read, $5, right? And she said, Trendy as Dabbers, thank you very much. She saw that I mentioned the word extinction, and it was an immediate turnoff. In other words, what I think happened inside her brain was she thought, oh, he's one of those conspiracy guys. What Steph might not realize, and no offense to Steph if I've got this completely wrong, but what she might not realize is we are already going extinct. Okay? We're going extinct due to extreme climate change. It's already happening. People have already died due to extreme climate change. Okay? When there is a storm surge now, and the storm goes further inland than it ever has before, and the waters get deeper, more people drown, more people die in those floods. Those are victims of climate change. You could say, well, that's a victim of a seasonal flood. Those floods are getting deeper, they're getting worse, and it's going to happen more frequently, as it has been. We've got people that have died in fires. And you could say, oh, those are victims of fires. No, those are victims of climate change, because what encourages those fires to get to the point that they kill people is the fact that the climate is warmer and drier than it has ever been since we've been on this planet. You know, no one ever wants to talk about the pine beetle because people aren't dying. But let's go there for a second, okay? You guys already know. I've got my pine beetle cane over here. I like to bring this out. And I like to show you guys what pine beetles do. Now, this is not a branch. This is a tree trunk, okay? This was in the ground, just like this. And this was a perfectly healthy pine tree. It was young. It was in my front yard. and it was there for years. And now the pine beetles got a hold of it, and they bore through the bark, and then they reside in the cambium layer, and they destroy it. So if they could just make a single ring all the way around this tree, right? If they could just make one ring all the way around, it would kill the tree on the cambium layer, because the moisture would not be able to rise through the tree. That's where the moisture travels, right? That's how it gets its nutrients and its water. So if this is cut all the way around about a quarter of an inch in or an eighth of an inch in, as this is like a 16th of an inch groove, tree's gonna die. Well, the pine beetle never goes in a straight line. Okay, they always bore in these crooked puzzle-like patterns. So since they don't go all the way around the tree kind of hangs in there for a while, but eventually they achieve etching all the way around the tree to the point where it can no longer, it can't feed itself, and it dies. Now, this tree is young. Its tree was probably only, 10 years old or so when it died. Maybe 11 years old, something like that. And it doesn't really prove much. All it really shows is that what the pine beetle can do. But what you need to do, and what I can't bring into my home really to show you, I haven't really figured out a way yet to do it, but there's 150-year-old trees on my property. Now, if you count the rings, well, we could count the rings and see how old this tree was, couldn't we? I told you it was about 10 years old. Shit, I didn't even think about that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So this is a 14-year-old tree. Okay, not bad, huh? I was pretty close. I said 11. It's a 14-year-old tree. So the trees that I have that have fallen down in my yard on my property, you could count 150 of these rings. And the pine beetles have done the exact same thing. Now, the proof is in the age of the tree. The proof is in the rings of those trees outside. These pine beetles, in 150 years, were not able to do this to those trees. Even when those trees were 14 years old like this, and they looked just like this, the pine beetles did not bore into it and kill it. No, another year went by, and another year went by, the pine beetles would bore in, and then it would get cold, and then the trees would absorb moisture, and they would push out sap, and they would fill the holes that the pine beetles were making, and they would kill the pine beetles another season. Then another year would come, and the tree would grow 2 more feet. Now I've got 150-year-old dead trees in my yard that are laying down there. They've got 150 of these rings in them, right? And they're dead. And let me tell you something. They haven't died in 150 fucking years. Why? Because it's warmer now than it's ever been in 150 years. It's drier now than it's ever been in 150 years. Now the pine beetle can do this. Now it can destroy the trees. As it destroys the trees, it ruins the ground where the trees are. Right now the sun bakes the ground and the trees dissolve, and you're left with these barren areas, and you're losing these they're basically CO2 eating machines. Each one of these giant 150-year-old trees is eating so much CO2 out of the atmosphere. And every time one of these fuckers dies, you're losing another CO2 filter on the ground. And making it worse, more area for sunlight to hit, because all the leaves that were on that tree were protecting the ground. Now the sun is baking the ground. You've got a feedback loop. You've got a climate feedback loop. As the sun bakes the ground, more trees die. More pine beetles kill more trees. As more trees die, the sun bakes more of the ground. It gets worse and worse, and it's exponentially happening. And we're so busy right now with the Wuhan coronavirus, we're not noticing this anymore, are we? We're not even thinking about 2178, let alone the fact that we're losing habitat for species. We're a species. And our species can't survive without other species. And what this shows is that all species are eventually dying out. And it's happening fast. We're going to lose all the pine trees. I've got a fucking Douglas fir out there that's under attack. I don't know what the fuck's going on with it. I think it might be pine beetles, and I think they might be adapting to hardwood. This is a softwood. This is a softwood right here. A fucking hardwood like a cedar or a Douglas fir or a manzanita out there. These fucking bugs, they don't bore through them, man. They're just not strong enough. But that's an adaptation, man. And when they run out of pine trees, they're going to move on to the next thing. And they're going to develop stronger jaws, and they're going to go right through the fucking hardwood. You hate Amazon? I understand, bro. Let me tell you something about Amazon. Do you hate Amazon because they don't pay taxes? Because let me explain something to you. I get so much stuff from Amazon that there are a lot of taxes being paid by me. You know, every time I purchase something from Amazon, I'm paying taxes. So every time Amazon makes a sale, there's taxes being paid. Those taxes that we pay on every product that we purchase and have shipped to our home from Amazon, those aren't going to Amazon. Those are going to the fucking government. So Amazon is responsible for massive amount of taxation. Nobody wants to look at that though, Terrace. So don't be so mad at Amazon. I understand Jeff Bezos ain't paying taxes, and they should be. But understand, they are generating billions of dollars in taxes, bro. Billions of dollars in taxes, and we're fucking kidding ourselves if we're ignoring all the tax. Every time that I get anything from them, I'm paying fucking taxes on a product. And they're generating it. It's an internal hate. I gotcha. It's a dry hate. Oh, it's a dry hate, mate. I got you. It's a dry hate, mate. I need one of my hats. It's a dry hate. I got my can. I got my Australian accent on, mate. Hey, mate. Crikey. Look at that Sheila. That's not a beer. You need this for beer. You call that a beer? Why did I move my chair all the way over here? Dude, I moved my chair all the way over there. It's so funny. Okay. Oh, nothing to do with taxes. Okay, I thought that's what it was. I assumed you're mad that fucking Bezos wasn't paying any taxes. That's funny. All right, so it's about shipping. I gotta tell you, Terrace, I love Amazon, man. I'm so thankful for them. I've been able to purchase so many things. And the things that I don't get at Amazon, I go to Walmart.com. I get from Walmart. And I know people fucking hate these companies, man. But they supply products that I fucking need. And they deliver them quickly, efficiently. And, you know, I got a case of fucking Dijon mustard in there right now, man. It's going to last me for the rest of my goddamn life. You know? I got like 24 jars of fucking Grey Poupon. I'm like, fuck, I can get a case? I'm never gonna have to buy mustard again. Fuck that shit. I'm sorry, my nose is bothering me, man. I probably got some nose hairs that are errant up in there and shit. I need a good tweeze. I need a goddamn tweeze up in my... Fuck that shit. I got a nose hair trimmer. Fuck that shit. It's driving me crazy.
goddamn Aaron Harris. I know how to deal with the goddamn Aaron Harris. Do not yell at me. Do not yell at me. I know how to deal with the goddamn Aaron Harris. Aaron Harris. I do know how to deal with the goddamn. I do know how to deal with the goddamn Aaron Harris. Aaron, do not yell at me. I got goddamn Aaron Harris. Goddamn Aaron Harris. Do not yell at me. Aaron Harris. Oh, there we go.
Much better. Okay. Here in Oklahoma, we hit 100% already a couple days ago. Vinny Diaz, we're here to sad. I could see that when I stopped playing certain stories because I didn't want to make this shit from Hey Robert, it's going good. Nate, can we learn something about cannabis history? Yeah, go to jackherer.com and read The Emperor Wears No Clothes. It's free. It says the link at the top of the screen, jackherer.com, says The Emperor. Just click on the Emperor link and you can read the whole fucking history of cannabis. It's amazing. Good question. Okay, so next. That was that orange bud. Orange bud. Smoking it, feeling it, getting all high. Getting high. Man, I had errant nose hairs during the whole first hour of this broadcast that were driving me fucking crazy. And I went back and I grabbed my nose hair trimmers, little electric thing, got a little battery in. I feel so much better. You know, just saying. A little nose hair trimming every once in a while can relieve a lot of stress out of your life. Get your nose hair trimmer on Amazon.com. I just finished watching The Pandemic on Netflix. That was amazing. Devastating. Yeah, how are we doing with our little pandemic? Maybe we should check, huh? Go to the YouTube one. Global dimming paradox. Oh shit! Oh shit! He's talking about global dimming. Fuck all that. Okay. Hold on. I'll check the numbers really quick. I think we're at 6,600 and like 662 last night. Okay, now we're at 706,000. 33,547 cases. I mean deaths. 33,547 deaths. Okay, let's watch this together, guys. Just have a think. I love watching this guy's channel, and all of you guys should be watching him. But
most of us will remember exactly where we were and what we were doing when this atrocity literally exploded onto our television screens on a crisp autumn morning in New York.
Okay, hold on. Gotta change a couple things here.
The 11th September 2001. Change that.
Okay, I'm turning up the speed so we won't get an audio hit, and then I'll flip it once I bring it up. This guy's Just Have a Think on YouTube. Just Have a Think on YouTube, and all of you should be watching his channel, okay? He does a lot of investigating to back up the things that he brings you. You know, he's a scientist. He says he's not, but he really is. And, you know, he says, I'm not a scientist. But when you hear what he presents and how he presents his information, you guys will be really impressed. So let's flip him around backwards. Great. Okay, here we go.
Well forever. You may also remember seeing this footage of a US air traffic control screen showing in real time how the thousands of planes flying over the United States on that fateful day were systematically landed at the nearest safe destination until by about midday the skies above the world's largest economy were completely empty for the first time in many decades. A team of scientific researchers from the University of Wisconsin-Whitewater took atmospheric temperature data from the 3 days following 9/11, when all aircraft remained grounded, and analysed something called the diurnal temperature range, or DTR, over the country. DTR is the difference between peak daytime temperature and minimum nighttime temperature. The data showed that during those first 3 days, that range had increased by about 1 degree Celsius, and that finding sparked great speculation that it must have been the absence of contrails in the atmosphere, as a result of the grounding of the aircraft, that caused the spike in the temperature range. Contrails, or condensation trails, given their full name, are the white plumes that we see coming out of the back of aircraft high up in the atmosphere. They form as a result of water vapour in the aircraft's exhaust, hitting the very cold air at high altitude to form a stream of ice crystals. The consequential effect is very similar to cirrus clouds, reflecting some of the sun's heat during the day, creating a daytime cooling effect, and absorbing some of the Earth's heat radiation during the night,
Everybody pay attention.
Nighttime cooling. Solar theory went that if the diurnal temperature range had increased by 1 degree Celsius, then the absence of contrails was the only plausible explanation.
Hey, Glenn.
That hypothesis was subsequently disproved in this paper, published in 2008 in the scientific journal Geophysical Research Letters, which showed that a 1 degree Celsius variance in DTR was quite common over that part of the States during the month of September.
Thank you, Robin.
The 9/11 example was most likely the result of naturally occurring low cloud cover. A later 2010 study conducted by the UK Meteorological Office and a research team at Leeds University also found that you need about 200 times the quantity of flights over America to produce any significant effect on the DTR temperature range. Regardless of those two scientific papers, though, the debate about contrails and the multitude of other human-made aerosol particles in the atmosphere has continued to rumble on in the ensuing decades, with some suggesting that if human industrial activity and transport was ever abruptly halted by some kind of global-scale crisis, the immediate dropout of reflected aerosols in the atmosphere would cause a catastrophic spike in temperature, possibly within days or weeks, that could potentially lead to the near-term extinction of our species. It's a theory that's become known as the dimming paradox. Fast forward to where we are right now, in the early months of 2020, facing an unprecedented global-scale crisis, and unsurprisingly, that debate has once again bubbled up to the surface. So perhaps now is the time to search for some science around the contentious topic of global dimming.
All right, here we go. This is what we're always talking about, guys. And
Hello, and welcome to...
him and I don't always agree.
This animation, produced by the European Space Agency, using data from their Copernicus Sentinel satellite, shows how the concentration of nitrogen dioxide above China decreased rapidly in late January 2020 as their nationwide quarantine program kicked in, and then started to build back up again as normal activity began to resume from the beginning of March. A similar reduction can clearly be seen over northern Italy in late February. Nitrogen dioxide primarily gets into the atmosphere from the fuel emissions of cars, trucks and buses, and it's a pretty nasty air pollutant, causing many thousands of illnesses and deaths every year. Thanks to an online climate modelling tool called Google Earth Null School, we can also see global levels of another air pollutant, sulfur dioxide. Sulfur dioxide is used in industrial processes like chemical preparation, refining, pulp making and solvent extraction. It's also a byproduct of fossil fuel burning in power plants, with coal-fired power stations accounting for 50% of annual emissions.
Hey,
Both these pollutants fall into the category of atmospheric aerosols on this chart from the AR5 report published by the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, or IPCC. The chart shows all of the major contributors to a phenomenon that scientists call radiative forcing, which is essentially the difference between the amount of solar energy reaching our planet's atmosphere and the amount that subsequently escapes. If more energy is getting out than energy getting in, then your planet is cooling. And if more energy is staying in than getting out, then your planet is warming. Anything moving to the right of this line is causing an increase in radiative forcing by trapping infrared radiation leaving the planet's surface.
It's going the other
Those
way.
things are causing a net increase in atmospheric temperature.
It's backwards.
Anything moving to the left of the line is causing a decrease in radiative forcing, generally as a result of their ability to reflect the sun's energy back into space, something that science scholars call albedo. I'm not going to delve into the actual numbers and units of measurement, because we already did that in quite a lot of detail in our video on the grand solar minimum last year, but I'll leave a link to that program in the description box below so you can go and have a look at it if you want to, or you can click up there to jump back to it now if you prefer. Anyway, if we focus on this section of the chart, we can see that there are several aerosols that have a cooling effect in our atmosphere, especially sulfates, which derive predominantly from sulfur dioxide. So how does sulfur dioxide convert to a sulfate, and why does it have such a significant cooling effect? Well, we can turn to nature for a bit of a steer on that one. On the 18th of May 1980, Mount St. Helens in the northwest of the United States erupted with an energy equivalent to 1,500 Hiroshima atom bombs, sending superheated gas 15 miles up into the atmosphere at speeds of up to 400 miles an hour. On the 15th of June 1991, Mount Pinatubo exploded in a cataclysmic eruption that ejected more than 5 cubic kilometres of material 22 miles high. Both those eruptions spewed millions of tonnes of sulphur dioxide high up into the atmosphere. Up there, it reacted with water vapour to make sulphuric acid, which in turn condensed in the stratosphere to form sulphate aerosols, which acted like billions of tiny mirrors, reflecting sunlight back into space. The result in both cases was global dimming. Our planet's skies literally dimmed a little, and the average global temperature went down by about 0.5 degrees Celsius for several months. And that temporary dimming effect is exactly what our anthropogenic industrial emissions of these particles also causes. But unlike greenhouse gases, which can stay up in the atmosphere for decades or even centuries, industrial aerosols drop back out of the sky after only a few days or weeks. And it's this difference in timescale that causes some observers to speculate that if we rapidly shut things down like coal power stations as part of decarbonisation, then we'd get a massive warming spike as all the aerosols disappeared. The implication being that this warming spike would be so severe that it would quickly take our planet's very sensitive closed system past crucial tipping points, causing irreversible catastrophic runaway feedback loops. So what do our scientists tell us about this theory? This paper, published on the 18th of September 2019 in the scientific publication Nature, was co-authored by Dr. Chris Smith, Research Fellow at Leeds University, and Professor Drew Shindle of the Earth Sciences Department at Duke University in Durham, North East England. In this interview for the website Carbon Brief, Dr. Smith sets out the context of the report. He says, "We believe that man-made aerosols have offset a significant amount of greenhouse gas warming up until now, perhaps in the region of 0.5 to 1 degree Celsius. And it seems to be this historical data that drives the logic behind the global dimming paradox theory. But Smith maintains that there's a flaw in this logic, and that's the assumption of an instantaneous removal of all the emissions, which he says is simply not realistic in our complex, interdependent world. According to co-author Professor Shindle, the model simulations show that even under the most rapid conceivable transition away from fossil fuels, it takes a good deal of time to actually move the entire planet's energy systems to clean energy. These slightly complicated spaghetti-like graphs show how their models stack up. On the left, we've got a bunch of lines all representing slightly different emission reduction.
Whoa! Wait, what does one have to do with the other? I thought we were talking about getting rid of emissions and then that heating up the planet. Why are we talking about other forms of energy all of a sudden? What the fuck just happened in this conversation? God damn. I want to hear that again.
Conceivable transition away from fossil fuels, it takes a good deal of time to actually move the entire planet's energy systems to clean energy. These slightly complicated spaghetti-like graphs show how their models stack up. On the left, we've got a bunch of lines all representing slightly different emission reduction strategies, all of which are aimed at keeping global warming to around the 1.5 degrees Celsius mark as we go towards 2100. The even busier chart on the right shows the corresponding temperature variance for each strategy. It's a bit of an eyeful at first sight, but if we zoom in to the top of the right-hand chart during the years between 2020 and 2030, you can see that none of the model runs predict an initial temperature increase that reaches even as high as 0.3 degrees Celsius. As we expand back out again, you can see that some of the lines actually break through the horizontal zero line by the 2040s, and that represents an overall average atmospheric cooling effect by then. All sounds fairly positive, doesn't it? But there is a significant caveat to these findings, which is highlighted quite clearly in this paper, published in the American Geophysical Union in 2018. The research finds that there are likely to be massive variations in regional temperature and extreme weather patterns as a result of huge disparities in the existing aerosol concentrations from one part of the world to another.
Here, I'll slow it down.
These charts show how the Northern Hemisphere is far more sensitive to aerosol removal. Unsurprisingly, the heavily industrialised regions like the United States, Europe and China all see a marked increase in local temperatures as a result of reductions in atmospheric aerosols, with local temperature spikes reaching their peak way up in the Arctic.
Randy, I know it's backwards. I can see it's backwards. I made it backwards because I don't want to get a copyright strike on YouTube. Okay, buddy? That's why it's backwards. Just listen to what he's saying.
Circle. There's also a noticeable increase in precipitation, either as rain or snow, over North America and Northern Europe, and to a very significant degree, across Southern Asia and China. The paper points out significant variance between different climate modelling methods and technologies, and the authors offer this typically technical conclusion. The differences in sensitivity shown here highlight the need for studies of future climate change to carefully consider not just their net forcing and resulting global mean surface temperature, but also the detailed balance between greenhouse gases and aerosols in emission pathways. The differences in spatial pattern between climate forcing and response due to greenhouse gases and aerosols mean that for low global warming scenarios, for example consistent with the 1.5 degree target, the realised climate impact will depend significantly on the path we take towards global temperature goals. All climate
Feedback
modellers
loops.
and researchers readily concede that the enormously chaotic interactions between our atmosphere and the
He's
oceans,
talking about feedback
coupled with
loops.
variations in weather patterns as systems move
The way
from land to
they
sea
feed each other.
over varying
They
timescales,
don't
make
consider
it
that.
extremely difficult, even for our most advanced supercomputers,
Right.
to provide
They don't know.
100% guarantees
We
about
know.
future consequences.
We've got the
of
evidence
aerosol
right here.
removal.
We've got the
But
evidence.
taking an aggregate of all available data and modelling techniques gives the scientists a clear enough overall picture for the vast majority of them to offer a pretty unambiguous prognosis. As Dr. Schindel explains in his interview with Carbon
One day
Brief,
closer to the Lord's
we
day.
know there are enormous risks associated with continuing to burn fossil fuels. What this work shows is that it's mistaken to think that the transition to clean energy also has large environmental risks. Instead, it provides huge public health benefits while also mitigating climate change. I know this one's a pretty emotive and contentious subject, so no doubt many of you will be keen to voice your opinions in the comment section below. And as always, I'll be keen to read through as many of them as I can. I do come across some discussions that get pretty heated from time to time.
I'm
though.
gonna put something on his.
While
I'm gonna
there's
put
nothing
something.
wrong with a frank exchange of views,
I'm gonna put something in
I would
his.
gently
his
suggest
chat.
that during these somewhat more troubling times, it might be worth us all aiming for constructive dialogue in preference to some of the more robust communication methods that occasionally get demonstrated down there. In the spirit of freedom of expression though, I will of course leave that decision entirely up to you. That's it for this week. These videos are only possible with the help of a group of incredibly generous individuals who support the channel over at our Patreon page. So if you like what we do here and you want to contribute towards getting the message of climate change mitigation and sustainable technology to an ever wider audience, then you can get involved in supporting and influencing the channel through monthly content polls and Patreon forums by visiting www.patreon.com/justhavathink. You can also support the channel for free by subscribing and hitting the like button, which raises our profile with the YouTube search algorithm and helps get our message out to more and more people each week. Dead easy to do that. You just need to click down there or on that icon there. And don't forget to hit the bell icon to get notified about new content. As always, thanks very much for watching. I hope you're all staying safe and well through these troubling times. Have a good week if you can, and remember to just have a think. See you next week.
Here, now I can flip you guys around. That number's not right, is it? 44? it 44? That's not the right number. $44,750. 194. Yeah, that's the wrong number. It's not 44. I got the number wrong. Shit, what number is it? 45? Is it 45,000? Is it 43? 43,000? Okay, let me try that. 7 divided by 43,750 equals 43,750. 198.85. That's right, right? 198. 198. That's not right. Okay. Oh, it was one. What is it? This, can't remember, man. The math. Why can't I remember how many species? Why don't I? Okay, I'll just start from the beginning. Okay, I know it's 150. 150 times 365. That's 54,750. Okay, there's the problem. It's 54. Oh, it's 54,750. 54,750. There we go. Hey, Dan. No, it's 54,750. Clear. It's 700,000, 8.7 million, divided by 54,750. There we go. Equals 158.9. Okay. Clear. 158 plus 2020 is 2178. All right, there are 8.7 million total species on Earth. We lose 54,750 species yearly. Divide 44.7 into 8.7 million. What's 44? No, 54. Divide 54. I'll just put the number. 54,750. 54,750 into 8.7 million, and you get 158 years until all species, ourselves included, are extinct. Then factor in cascading extinction, global climate feedback loops, and realize this figure, 2178, is exceedingly generous. Dr. Guy McPherson is an expert in this field, and I know you are aware of his work. I believe his work is he has predicted all of this. Boom. I wonder if he'll read that. If he's talking about reading his, he put that up today. It's only got 6,153. Cool, he's going to read that. That's exciting. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed the morning show. I will see you guys this afternoon. No law regarding cannabis. And Trendy As Dabbers is on Twitter. So get on Twitter. It's an app that you download on your phone. It's free. Download the app, and then you can support Trendy As Dabbers by retweeting everything that Trendy As Dabbers is posting. That's me. Also, if you're looking for info on pain oil, the information is all available at trendyasdabbers.com. In addition, you can learn how to grow 4 pounds outside on a plant at my website, trendyasdabbers.com. It's right here. Just click on the link at the top of the page that says grow 4 pounds. I've got vegetables literally growing inside my home right now as we speak. I've got vegetables growing. I'm really excited about them. Can't wait to start eating them right off the vine. All right? Keep watching my show for all kinds of awesome information and entertainment. Post office? They're not going to be open, I'm sure. She's not going to be open, but you know, I could go check. God damn it. What, you send me BlackBerry? Nobody sends those anymore, pal. Psh, unreal. Thank you. I can't wait. I'm going to put them along my pond here so they get plenty of water. I did that with some other plants. They're doing great. I just don't want the roots to poke holes in the, yeah, it's probably going to happen, right? I know another place I think I could do it. $685,000 cases, 32,137 deaths worldwide. United States is number one with, China has risen in cases, 82,122 in China. So, Italy, 92,000. Spain is rising, Germany's rising. Man. Man, if you literally zoom out of the state of California, you can find my county so fast. But all you have to do is look, if you go to the map, this map right here, if you go to that map right there, and you go to California, and you go to the first wide open area, but that's surrounded north of San Francisco, the first wide open area, and you just zoom right into that open area is my fucking county. Boom, you see my lake? That's it. It's so easy to find. So far, there's no reported cases in my county. But when you zoom in on the United States, man, it looks really bad. Here, let me show you guys. Look at this. $61,000 cases a day, 63,000 cases a day, 67,000 cases a day, 67,000 cases. That was 2 days ago. Oh man, that's not good. Look at Denver, man. Yeah, I don't even know if my mail place is open. It's a privately owned mail place. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. What are you sending me? Blackberries? Psh, nobody sends me those anymore, pal. Unreal. Blackberry? Psh. What are you saying? Look at that? Psh, repeatedly? Nobody does that anymore, pal. Oh, but just look at that. Nobody does that. Psh. Are you kidding me, pal? Nobody looks at that anymore. Oh, but look at this. Oh, look at that. Oh, would you just look over there and look at that. Look at that. Psh, are you kidding me, pal? Psh, I'm up here, pal. Oh, you ain't got time to look at nothing, pal. Psh, unreal. Psh, psh, unreal, pal. Psh, psh, not even on my worst day, pal. Psh, psh, what, are you trying to send me a Blackberry? Psh, nobody uses those anymore, pal. Psh, psh, like I give a rat's ass. I'm looking at Africa. Only one death in South Africa. .29 deaths in Algeria, which is in Africa. 26 deaths in Morocco, which is in Africa. 8 deaths in Tunisia, which is in Africa. Tunisia's got a death. Cameroon's got a death. 2 deaths. Congo's got 6 deaths. All African countries. Namibia and Zambia. The United States has 2,351 deaths now, with 125,313 cases. 2,351 deaths. New York being number 1 with 672 deaths. Then it's Washington, then New Orleans, then Michigan, Wayne, Michigan. Then another unassigned New York towns. J.C. Wiley, hey. Florida's not looking that great, man. What's going on with Orlando? Oh, man. 4 deaths in Orlando. Orange County, 213. Seminole, it's where my parents live. 68 cases now. No deaths yet. Lake, Florida's got 38 cases. Tampa's got 2 deaths. 206 cases. Gainesville's got 68 cases. Jacksonville's got 120 cases with 3 deaths. Miami, 1,121 cases with 3 deaths. Broward County, which is just north of Miami, Coral Springs area, is 820 confirmed cases with 11 deaths. 5 deaths in Palm Beach with 318 cases. Cape Coral's got 6 deaths. People are dropping dead all over Florida, man. It's fucking crazy. Holy shit. It's on the fucking Bahamas, 10 cases. Cuba's got it with 119 cases, 3 deaths. Georgetown has it. 8 cases, 1 death. Man, it gets onto these islands where you're just like, who is doing this? Who is fucking flying from fucking island to island with this shit? Kingston, Jamaica, 1 death, 32. Dude, Jamaica is an island that sits all by itself in the ocean. Wasn't enough. Port-au-Prince, 15 confirmed cases. Oh my God, Dominican Republic's got 859, another island, 859 cases with 39 deaths. Oh my goodness. Pagoda's got 6 deaths in South America, 48 deaths in Ecuador, South America, Peru, South America, 16 deaths. Brazil's got 117 deaths with 3,904 cases. Paraguay's got 56 with 3 deaths. Uruguay's got 304 cases with 1 death. Chile's got almost 2,000 cases with 6 deaths. Argentina's got 745 cases with 19 deaths. So all of South America, all of Africa now. Russia is now claiming 8 deaths with 1,534 cases. Still not giving localized information. North Korea is not giving any information. South Korea's got 9,583 confirmed cases with 152 deaths. They've got 4,398 active cases. Man, Someone brought it to Iceland. So 1,020 cases on Iceland with 2 deaths already. Steve Hart, what's up, buddy? And the Faroe Islands, which are owned by Denmark, they're out in the middle of the ocean, right? 159 cases, fucking island, all by itself. There's people are fucking vermin. You can't just stay put, you motherfuckers. Stop traveling around the world, you fucking idiots. You know? It's like, can't stop people from doing it, I guess. We're fucking vermin. Alright, you guys. I'll see you guys later. Oh my goodness gracious. This is unfortunate. It feels like it, but it's not as bad as it gets. Because Americans are going to keep spreading it all over the world, man. Just when China thinks they got it under control, some stupid fucking American's going to bring it there. You know? You'll see. Oh, well, I felt fine. I'm not seeing your chat. Maybe I should refresh the page. I shall refresh it. Oh, you guys aren't saying anything. Hey, Nick. He's starting to cry at me. He wants to go outside. All right, you guys, take care. I'm going to take care of my dog. I don't want to leave 39 people. I hate to drop 39 people. I hate to do that. Oh, the chat's working again. The chat started working. I'm gonna leave the show on. The chat started working. I'm gonna leave the show on. There you are. Welcome back. I didn't realize it. There we are. The chat's working again, guys. So I'm gonna leave the show on. I'm gonna take Rogan out for a walk. And I will see you guys in just a few minutes. So stick around, okay? You're the only one talking. Well, now everybody, I can see you on all channels. So feel free to chat. Chat with each other, and I'll be right back, okay? I've just got to, here, let me grab my cell phone in case there's something I have to take a picture of outside. All right. Oh, let me cover up this stuff, too. It should stay covered. Oh, God. Roadsters wants to go outside and see the outdoors so he can poop outside instead of inside. You want to go for a little walk. You want to take a little talk. You want to do a little thing called walking outside in the springtime with Daddy. Almost fell over. It's raining outside. Look at the rain. What's up, everybody? Rogan and I just went on a mile-long hike. Easy. We just walked a mile. It's fucking great. Oh my goodness gracious. Ooh. Woo. It was a nice fucking hike. So, you know, I just wanted to take them for a little walk. And, it was raining out, you know, there's rain. It's like this, it's like, just like this, really light rain, you know? It wasn't enough to really, you know, it just kind of got my hair a little damp. You know, it wasn't that bad. It's just like almost drizzle, you know? And it started getting a little heavier while we're out there. Hey, Jonah. The raindrops started getting bigger. And it started... Yeah, here I am, Kirsten. The raindrops started getting bigger. So I was like, let's go up the street and see if we can find some rocks laying out in the road because the rain rinses them off and makes them pretty. And while I was out there, I found some plants, some manzanitas that I want to plant in my yard. So I picked them out of the ground. They're very small manzanitas, and it's a hardwood tree. And I just, you know, the previous owner cleared the entire property of all the fucking manzanitas. He didn't, you know, he could have left like one or two beautiful ones here or there. They fucking took every one of their beautiful fucking trees, and they did. They left some. They did leave us. They left, you know. If you go around my property, you'll find like 6 or 7 big, beautiful ones that they left, but not enough. You know, nothing near the house really. So I'm gonna plant those, and I found this other plant. I don't know what it is. It's got like a spiked leaf, and I was hoping to get madrone, but I couldn't find a madrone that was small enough. They're giant fucking trees. You know, they 30 feet tall, beautiful. And there were some that are smaller, and I need a shovel to get them. So, quarter of the hour. Cheers, guys. Hell yeah. So, was I gone for an hour, huh? Wow. I told you, I walked for a mile. Easy. Beautiful hike through the woods, man. Beautiful hike. I got some good rocks. Look at this one. You're not going to believe what else I found. Look at this rock I found. Looks like somebody cut that. Isn't that beautiful texture on there? Look at that shit. Look at the rest of it. Looks like an old tool that maybe some Pomo Indians used to cut stuff with. You know, maybe they rubbed that down on something to flatten it like that on another rock and made that a nice blade on there. And this was a fucking tool to maybe cut. It's got a nice curve to it, you know. It almost seems like it would be a knife. I wouldn't mind turning it into a knife, giving it a nice edge on there with another rock, just smoothing it down with another rock and giving that a razor sharp edge. It'd be badass fucking little weapon, man. Or a utility knife. Very nice possibility there for a sharp surface. Okay, so we got that. And then I found this fur. I think it's from a fox. Anybody knows, let me know. Rogan actually spotted it first, pointed my attention to it. It's very soft fur. Very soft, very long and soft. I figure it's not, I figure it's a freaking fox. But what do you guys think? Too long for rabbit fur, right? It's way too long. It looks like it's off of a foxtail or something, doesn't it? What do you guys think? Oh, look, there's a little ant. There's a little bug. There's a little bug crawling around in it. Put it in this tin. Fox fur. I don't know. God, I hope it's not a coyote. Could be. I didn't think about that. Yeah, fucking coyote. It's like the right color, too. That light color. Ugh. Anyway, I found these other rocks. Here. These I just liked them because I like the shape of them. They're just fucking rocks I found on the ground, you know, just some fucking rocks, right? They're not anything special. Kind of have a greenish tint to them. It'll be nice in like a potted plant or something. But I found this one. And this one is green. When it's wet, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful rock. I don't know what it is, you know, but it's just got this green color to it. And it's still got dirt on it, you know. If I cleaned it off, you could really see it. If I hit it with a shit, I could just hit it with this. Hey Don, I could just brush it off really fast, you know. And you guys see it's wet. When it's wet, what it looks like. There, I cleaned the dirt off of it. Check this out. You can't really see the color. Here, maybe if I put it in my hand. You know, I was like, it was just sticking out of the ground. I was like, man, that's pretty cool, rounded stone, man, you know? I wonder how it got all rounded like that. Bobcat? Maybe. Yeah, bobcat, fox, coyote. I'm thinking coyote, because the color of it. And plus, I would think a bobcat, I'm not sure, but I think a bobcat has shorter, coarser hair. This stuff is really long and soft. Like, I think a coyote would have longer and softer hair like that. Or a fox. See this nice little green rock? Kind of gray, grayish green, gray. Kind of more gray. I don't know. Kind of cool. I like it. Dropped on my keyboard. Anyhow, yeah, maybe blue. Anyhow, I got a headache, so I'm gonna go eat. you guys. I just wanted to leave the live on because the chat came back on. All right, I hope you enjoyed each other's company while I was gone, you guys. Take care and hang in there, and I'll see you on the next show. All right, bye-bye. And remember, like I said before, hook up with me on Twitter. Trendy As Dabbers on Twitter, guys. Retweet everything you see me putting up. Thanks. Bye-bye.